Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TCFL Central. This is Gary, and we have the special presentation of the 2025 college football playoffs. We're still in the first round. This will be episode 1D, like in dog, and it'll highlight the final game of the first round, Tulane and Mississippi. Or a lot will call them Ole Miss. So let's go right into the game and get it started. Human computer on both sides for team that will play a regular, so we'll have a nice video to watch, I hope. Okay, there's your starting lineups. Jake Radcliffe, quarterbacking Tulane, and Trinidad Chamberlain quarterbacking Ole Miss. There's the weather is 60. 3 degrees, clear wind, clear no wind, even line. Because the game doesn't have any past history of these two teams. So let's go ahead and head over to the stadium and get the coin toss, start the game. And here's the kickoff.
The kick from Carnier Row is downed by Brown Stevens.
And there you
Rex Laff calls out the signals.
And with the touchback, so we'll let our play-by-play announcer announce this game, and we'll come back.
Rex Laff to Gordon,
that.
gain of 4, Yates with the tackle.
Enjoy the game.
Rex Laff calling signals. Rex Laff to Brown Stevens, incomplete, Graves on the coverage. 3rd and 6. Rex Laff from the shotgun. Rex Laff throws incomplete to Bohannon, Ryan on the coverage, Clark back in punt formation. "52-yard punt by Clark, fair catch by Wallace. Chambliss completes the pass to Lacey, gain of 9, Rogers on the tackle. 2nd and 1. Lacey with a gain of 1 on the play, Rogers with the tackle. 3rd and inches at the 29. Chambliss on the carry, gain of 1, Dyson on the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss barks out the signals. Chambliss completes the pass to Wallace, gain of 9, Johnson on the tackle. 2nd and 1 at the 39. Lacey with a gain of 4 on the play, Hopper on the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss to Wallace, gain of 21, Johnson on the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss completes the pass to Lacey, 10-yard gain, Chienko with the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss brings them to the line. Chambliss at the line. Chambliss on the sweep, gain of 8, Dispani on the tackle. 2nd and 2 from the 18. Chambliss throws incomplete to Lacey, Rogers on the coverage. 3rd and 2. Shotgun. Chambliss at the line. Chambliss with the pass to Wallace, incomplete, Johnson on the coverage, 36-yard attempt for Carnier Row. Bird to hold. This will give them the lead. Carnier Row missed the 36-yard attempt. 1st and 10 from the 26. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Pascazai.
Roughing the passer. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Retzlaff calls out the signals. Gordon with the carry, loss of 1, Harris on the tackle. Shotgun. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Gordon, Yates with the coverage. 3rd and 11. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Preston, Kite on the coverage. Clark back in punt formation. "60-yard punt by Clark, touchback." Chambliss completes the pass to Lee, 4-yard gain, Shine on the tackle. Shotgun formation. Chambliss to right, incomplete, Gianco on the coverage. 3rd and 6 from the 24. Chambliss completes the pass to Stribling, gain of 38, Gianco on the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss the ball carrier, gain of 4, Dispani on the tackle. 2nd and 6 at the 34. Chambliss completes the pass to Lee, gain of 13, Shine with the tackle, 1st down, 1st and 10. Chambliss is sacked by Rogers, loss of 2. 2nd and 12 from the 23. Chambliss on the carry, gain of 12, Gianco with the tackle, 1st down, no score. Wallace is doubled at the line. Chambliss on the carry, touchdown Mississippi. Carnier Row makes the extra point, Mississippi 7, Tulane. Carnier Row with the kick. The kick from Carnier Row is returned 41 yards by Smith, Fletcher with the tackle. Tulane trailing by 7. Gordon with a gain of 3 on the play, Yates on the tackle. Gordon with a gain of 2 on the play, Eccles on the stop. 3rd and 5 from the 29. Shotgun. Retzlaff barks out the signals. Gordon gains 4 on the draw, Gushaiken on the tackle. Clark back to punt. "49-yard punt by Clark, Fair catch by Wallace. Lacey the ball carrier, 23-yard gain, Gianco with the tackle, first down, 1st and 10 at the 41. Chambliss completes the pass to Wallace, gain of 19, Johnson on the stop, first down. Chambliss with a 17-yard run, Despani on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10. Chambliss calls the signals. Chambliss completes the pass to Lee, touchdown Mississippi, end of the first quarter, Mississippi 7, Tulane 0. Carnier converts the extra point, Mississippi 14, Tulane 0. The kick from Carnier is downed by Brown Stevens. 1st and 10 from the 25. Two-yard gain by Gordon, Perkins with the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the 27. Eight-yard run by Retzlaff, Gushaiken on the tackle, first down. Gordon on the carry, gain of 12, Graves on the tackle, first down. Gordon the ball carrier, no gain, Harris on the tackle. 2nd and 10 at the 47. Shotgun. Two-yard run by Retzlaff, Eccles with the tackle. 3rd and 8. Retzlaff calling an audible. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Bohannon, Ryan on the coverage. Clark back in punt formation. Wallace waiting inside his own 10. "36-yard punt by Clark, fair catch by Wallace. Chambliss is sacked by Howard, loss of 5. Chambliss in the shotgun. Chambliss barks out the signals. Chambliss passes to Wallace, gain of 26, Gianco with the tackle, first down. Chambliss with an 8-yard run, Gianco on the tackle. Chambliss calling signals. "21-yard gain by Chambliss, Despani on the tackle, first down. "9-yard run by Chambliss, Gianco on the tackle. 2nd and 1 at the 26. Lacey on the carry, loss of 1, Hopper on the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the 27. Chambliss completes the pass to Stribling, gain of 13, White on the tackle, first down. Chambliss to Stribling, touchdown Mississippi. Carnier Rowe makes the extra point, Mississippi 21, Tulane 0. The kick from Carnier Rowe is downed by Brown-Stevens. 1st and 10. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Preston, Kite on the coverage. Tulane down 21. Brown-Stevens on the carry, loss of 9, Perkins on the stop. 3rd and 19. Retzlaff in the shotgun. Retzlaff changing the play. Retzlaff to Gordon, incomplete, Yates on the coverage. Clark deep in punt formation. "45-yard punt by Clark, fair catch by Wallace." The Tulane defense looks confused. Chambliss in the shotgun. Timeout, Tulane. Chambliss with the pass to Diggs, incomplete, Rogers on the coverage. Diggs the ball carrier, gain of 2, Hopper on the tackle. 3rd and 8 from the 47. Chambliss calling signals. Chambliss to right, 18-yard gain, Chienko on the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss calls out the signals. Chambliss completes the pass to Lee, gain of 20, Shine on the tackle, 1st down, 1st and goal at the 9. Chambliss passes to right, incomplete, Chienko with the coverage. 2nd and goal. Tulane showing blitz. Chambliss to Alexander, incomplete, Johnson with the coverage. Mississippi ahead by 21. 3rd and goal at the 9. 3:11 in the 2nd. Chambliss to Diggs, touchdown Mississippi. Carnier Rowe makes the extra point, Mississippi 28. Here's the kick from Carnier Rowe. The kick from Carnier Rowe is returned 26 yards by Brown-Stevens, fumble recovered by Yates, Mississippi ball, Chambliss from the shotgun. Diggs with a 2-yard run, Howard on the tackle. Slow down offense. Lacey with a 3-yard run, Norman on the tackle, 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5 from the 19. Chambliss to right, touchdown Mississippi. Carnier Rowe converts the extra point, Mississippi 35, Tulane 0. The kick from Carnier Rowe is downed by Brown-Stevens. Retzlaff to Brown-Stevens, incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Shotgun. Retzlaff calls the signals. Four-yard gain by Retzlaff, Echols on the tackle. 3rd and 6 at the 29. Retzlaff at the line. Retzlaff is sacked by Franklin, loss of 6, fumble recovery. Clark back in punt formation. "46-yard punt by Clark, return of 6 by Wallace. Diggs the ball carrier, loss of 2, Norman on the tackle. Shotgun. Chambliss gains 4 on the sweep, Rogers on the tackle. 3rd and 8 at the 39. Chambliss taking his time. Chambliss is intercepted by Johnson, return of 0. Mississippi breaks the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 46. Chambliss throws incomplete to Stribling, Johnson on the coverage. 2nd and 10 at the 46. Chambliss with the carry, gain of 17, Gianca with the tackle. Here's the kick from Durkin. The kick from Durkin is returned 11 yards by Diggs, Despani on the stop. I formation. Mills Knight on the sweep, gain of 6, Norman with the tackle. 2nd and 4 from the 16. Maddox on the carry, 5-yard gain, Lewis on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 21. Tulane showing blitz. Maddox with a gain of 11 on the play, Norman on the tackle, 1st down. Taylor on the sweep, no gain, Roberts with the tackle. Maddox from the shotgun. Maddox barks out the signals. Maddox passes to Has, gain of 11, Rogers on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43. Taylor with the carry, 2-yard gain, Roberts on the tackle. 2nd and 8 at the 45. Taylor with a gain of 4 on the play, Green on the tackle. 3rd and 4 from the 49. Maddox is sacked by Dyson, loss of 4. Bird from punt formation. Hayes waiting inside his own 10. "50-yard punt by Bird, return of 4 by Hayes. 1st and 10 from the 9. I formation. Retzlaff on the bootleg, gain of 1, Young on the tackle. From the shotgun. Retzlaff at the line. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Preston, Stallworth on the coverage. 3rd and 9. Retzlaff to Bohannon, gain of 48, Young on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 42. Retzlaff with a gain of 14 on the play, Robinson on the tackle, first down. Tulane breaks the huddle. Retzlaff to Preston, touchdown Tulane. Durkin makes the extra point, Mississippi 35, Tulane 7. The kick from Durkin is downed by Diggs. Lacey with the carry, gain of 4, Hamilton on the stop. Second and 11 from the 24. Chambliss to Watkins, incomplete, Shine with the coverage. Third and 11. Shotgun. Chambliss calls the signals. Chambliss with the pass to Lacey, gain of 11, Howard on the tackle.
A timeout will be charged.
Bird back to punt. "50-yard punt by Bird, 8-yard return by Hayes. Shotgun formation. McClure lost one on the play, Eccles with the tackle. Retzlaff barks out the signals. Retzlaff gains 12 on the sweep, Yates with the tackle, first down. First and 10 at the 34. Retzlaff is intercepted by Williams, return of 6. Mississippi by 28. Chambliss to right, 11-yard gain, fumble recovered by Gianco, Tulane ball. First and 10. Shotgun formation. Gordon with a gain of 3 on the play, Yates on the tackle. First and 10 from the 45. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Bohannon, Williams on the coverage. Second and 10 from the 45. Retzlaff calling an audible. Retzlaff completes the pass to McClure, gain of 9, Gushaikin on the tackle. Third and 1 from the 46. I formation. McClure on the carry, gain of 2, Franklin on the tackle, first down. McClure on the carry, gain of 5, Harris on the tackle. Second and 5. 0:45 left in the third. Retzlaff barks out the signals. Retzlaff throws incomplete to McClure, Daughtery on the coverage. Third and 5 from the 39. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Bohannon, Williams with the coverage, Clark back in punt formation. A 29-yard punt by Clark, out of bounds. Lacey on the sweep, gain of 7, Rogers with the tackle. End of the third quarter, Mississippi 35, Tulane 7. Second and 8. From the I. Lacey with the carry, no gain, Rogers with the tackle. Mississippi by 28. Third and 8. They're taking their time. Chambliss is intercepted by Hopper, returned for a touchdown Tulane. Durkin converts the extra point, Mississippi. Here's the kick from Durkin. The kick from Durkin is returned 21 yards by Diggs, Williams on the tackle. First and 10 at the 10. Chambliss calls out the signals. Lacey on the carry, gain of 8, Hamilton on the tackle. Second and 2 from the 18. Mississippi working slowly. Lacey with a gain of 7 on the play, Despani on the tackle, first down. Chambliss working very slowly. Lacey lost 3 on the play, Hamilton on the tackle. Mississippi taking their time. Chambliss at the line. Chambliss to Lacey, incomplete, Rogers on the coverage. Third and 13. Trips left. Chambliss throws incomplete to Lacey, Rogers on the coverage, Bird back in punt formation. "51-yard punt by Bird, return of 0 by Hayes. Tulane trailing by 21. Retzlaff calls out the signals. Gordon on the carry, 6-yard gain, Umanmielen on the tackle. Second and 4 from the 19. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Brown Stevens, Williams on the coverage. Third and 4 at the 19. Shotgun. Retzlaff making changes at the line. Retzlaff throws incomplete to Hayes, Graves on the coverage. Retzlaff calling the signals. Retzlaff passes to Brown Stevens, incomplete, Williams on the coverage. First and 15 from the 29. Gordon with a 4-yard run, Echols on the tackle. Second and 11. Tulane in a hurry up. Retzlaff to Hayes, incomplete, Graves with the coverage. Third and 11 at the 33. Retzlaff passes to Hayes, incomplete, Graves on the coverage, Clark back in punt formation. "38-yard punt by Clark, out of bounds. First and 10 from the 29. Chambliss gains 13 on the sweep, White on the tackle, first down. Mississippi working slowly. Chambliss the ball carrier, 1-yard gain, McAlpine with the tackle. Mississippi up 21. Chambliss taking his time. Chambliss completes the pass to Stribling, gain of 3, White on the tackle. 3rd and 6 at the 46. Slowly coming to the line. Lacey with a gain of 15 on the play, Hopper on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10. Chambliss taking his time. Lacey with a gain of 2 on the play, Drama on the tackle. Mississippi working slowly. Wallace is doubled at the line. Chambliss with a 12-yard run, Norman on the tackle, 1st down. Chambliss at the line. Chambliss with a gain of 5 on the play, Drama on the tackle. 2nd and 5 from the 20. Six-yard run by Chambliss, Roberts on the stop, 1st down. Chambliss working very slowly. Lacey on the carry, touchdown Mississippi. Carnier-Rowe converts the extra point, Mississippi 42, here's the kick from Carnier-Rowe. The kick from Carnier-Rowe is returned 27 yards by Brown Stevens, Chambers with the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 9. Shotgun formation. Retzlaff the ball carrier, gain of 12, Hobson on the tackle, 1st down. Retzlaff with the carry, gain of 2, Holmes on the stop. 2nd and 8 from the 23. 2:23 left in the game. Retzlaff completes the pass to Gordon, 6-yard gain, Hobson on the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the 29. Retzlaff to Preston, gain of 12, Stallworth on the tackle, 1st down. Retzlaff calling signals. Retzlaff on the carry, loss of 4, fumble recovered by Retzlaff, Tulane maintains possession, 2-minute warning. Retzlaff is sacked by Hobson, loss of 5, fumble recovered by Retzlaff, Tulane maintains possession. Third and 24 from the 27. Seven-yard run by Retzlaff, Robinson on the stop. Clark deep in punt formation. "51-yard punt by Clark, fair catch by Wallace. Mississippi by 28. Mills Knight on the carry, gain of 7, Roberts on the tackle. Mississippi 42, Tulane 14.
And that's it here from Mississippi. Mississippi wins 42-14 over Tulane, advances to the second round, which is quarterfinals. And let's take a look at the stats real quick. Look at that. Oh, cool. Mississippi was up 35 nothing at halftime, and that was the game. Mississippi 570 yards, under 200 for Tulane, 257 rushing, 300 passing. Look at the passing stat. France left running 42, only 107 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Chandler threw 1 interception, 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers for a rating of 122. Running attack with Chandler. The quarterback 142, Lacey 84, 257 yards. Receiving wise, not a whole lot really happened here. 4 different receivers for touchdowns. Okay, that's the rest of the stats. Do the play-by-play and wrap this thing up. Okay, that's it for Mississippi. Mississippi 42, Tulane 14. Let's take a look at the brackets. And you have Mississippi moving to the quarterfinals against Georgia. Okay, well, I think that's going to wrap up the first round action here at TCFL Central. This is Gary signing off. You have a good evening, and we'll catch you with the quarterfinals in a few days.